How can pollen analysis inform us about past climate change? Have you ever wondered how tiny pollen grains can tell us about the Earth's climate history? Pollen analysis, also known as palynology, is a fascinating method that helps us understand past climate changes. This technique studies pollen grains preserved in sediments, soils, or archaeological contexts. Each plant species produces unique pollen types that respond to specific climate conditions. By analyzing these pollen types, researchers can reconstruct ancient vegetation and infer climate changes over time. At the heart of pollen analysis is the process of identifying and counting pollen grains from dated sediment layers. The types and amounts of pollen found in these layers reflected the vegetation present when the sediment was deposited. Since different plants thrive in different climates, changes in pollen composition can reveal shifts in temperature, rainfall, and seasonal patterns. From an anthropological viewpoint, understanding past climates through pollen analysis gives us a glimpse into the environments where human societies developed. For instance, changes in vegetation patterns may indicate periods of climate stress or opportunities that influenced human migration and cultural development. Pollen analysis allows researchers to reconstruct past climates and ecosystems. By examining fossil pollen from sediment cores, scientists can identify periods of cooling or warming, drought, or increased rainfall. An increase in pollen from cold-adapted species signals cooler climates, while a rise in drought-tolerant species suggests arid conditions. These reconstructions help map climate fluctuations over thousands to millions of years. Pollen data also track large-scale plant migrations driven by climate shifts. During significant warming events, subtropical plants expanded into higher latitudes, replacing cooler adapted forests. Such vegetation changes affected the resources and habitats available for human populations. In archaeological contexts, pollen analysis clarifies local environmental conditions during human activity. This helps anthropologists understand how ancient peoples interacted with their surroundings and how climate change influenced cultural transitions. Pollen records extend back hundreds of thousands to millions of years, providing a long-term perspective on climate. This is essential for distinguishing natural climate variability from recent human-induced changes. Modern pollen trends, like longer pollen seasons and increased pollen concentrations, reflected these shifts. In practice, pollen analysis involves collecting sediment cores from lakes, peat bogs, or archaeological sites. Researchers extract pollen grains and identify them under a microscope. The resulting pollen diagrams chart changes in vegetation over time, which can be correlated with other climate indicators and archaeological evidence. Pollen analysis is a powerful tool in anthropology and related fields. It helps reconstruct past climates, understand environmental changes, and explore the interactions between climate, ecosystems, and human societies. So, the next time you think about climate change, remember that tiny pollen grains hold a wealth of information about our planet's history.